It's time for Highlands football tonight from Richard J. Dilts Field at Kiski Area High School. The Highlands Golden Rams visit the Kiski Cavaliers, our first trip to Kiski since 2008. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, cameraman Dan and Ken Wood, this is Mike Pavlik greeting you from Kiski High School, our first on-campus visit here, Dean, against the Kiski Cavaliers.
Number 67 in our book, right?
66, I believe it is. Yeah, we're moving up the list. We've hit 2 in 2 weeks. Interesting tonight. I'm going to call it, Dean, the Sam Albert Bowl. Throw the records out.
Exactly right, Mike. When we saw this on the schedule, who knew the records would be what they are? Sam Albert, coach of Kiski, they suffered a lot of losses along the way. They're 0-7, we're 7-0. But I'll tell you what, I'd literally like to be a fly on the wall in that locker room before tonight's game to hear Sam's speech. He's going to have them fired up. So I think the first key is we have to come out quick like we did against Woodland Hills, take the momentum away from them, and then hopefully we can take it from there. But I really think they're going to be fired up for Sam tonight.
Well, Kiski, as you mentioned, having a bad season, they have struggled. They start with the fact that they graduated 16 players. They've had a spate of injuries and defections, and it's been a tough road to go here for Sammy.
Yeah, Mike, Sam's taking the approach most coaches do, next man up. But again, they've lost a lot of players. But, you know, the last 2 games they scored 28 points, so they are good offensively. Carson Heinley, the replacement quarterback, he threw for 280 yards and 3 touchdowns last week. His number 1 target is Isaiah Gonzalez. Get this, Mike. He's caught 15 passes last week for 197 yards. And their leading rusher, Connor Flem, has 123 yards. All time records for all 3 of them. So they're coming in with a pretty good game against Mars. And also, Mike, our leading receiver, just to put it in perspective, is Signorella. He's got 7 catches for the year.
How about that? So Kiski will miss the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. The Rams are trying to make the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. A Highlands win tonight coupled with a Hampton loss or a Mars loss will put Highlands in, but don't sweat it. They're going to get in anyway. But we have injuries tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, Mike, last week's Woodland Hills game took its toll. Luke Bombalsi's out tonight with a leg injury. Nick McQuaid is dressed. He's questionable with the knee. Landon Signorella, he's going to go, but he's a bit banged up. And, you know, when Luke is out of the line, that throws a lot of things off. He's our punter. Signorella's going to take over that duty tonight. And good news, though, for us, we have Braden White back. He'll be back tonight. A little birdie told me he may run 1 or 2.
All right, we're set to go quickly here at Dick Dilts Field. Maddox Anderson will kick it off for the Cavaliers. Number 36, a senior. Back deep for Highlands. You're not going to miss Aaron Randolph tonight because he's got the neon green socks on.
I'm not a fan, Mike. When he's running the ball, I'm a defensive guy for Kiski. I'm looking for the green.
That's true, too. Everyone else has the pink on. And we're underway. It's a bouncer. It's going to come on a high bounce to Hadachek at the 18-yard line. 20,
the edge.
And he's dragged down from behind at the 22-yard line. Braden Anderson, a freshman, number 87, got him. We're going to see a lot of freshmen out there for Kiski tonight. Starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights.
And Mike, let's take a look at the Highlands offense. Again, they will start 67, Roma Vivitro at the left tackle. Left guard is Noah Leslie, his brother. Right guard, Logan Leslie. Center is 61, Devin Withrow. Right tackle tonight, it's going to be Vargo.
Aiden Vargo, and look for number 26 tonight is Tyler Bender. Wild Ram. First down at the 22-yard line. Braden White, the motion man. He's going to get the pop pass. White.
There he goes, Mike.
He's on 40, 45, 50.
Him.
40,
Nobody.
30. And they're going to get the angle, 10, 5. And White is dragged down at the 4-yard line. He's caught from behind by Brennan Moore, the safety man. That's a completed pass from Randolph to White and a long gain to the Kiski 4.
Like coming in tonight, Chandler needed 198 yards to set the AK Valley record. That helps a lot. How many on that one?
Except Aaron Randolph threw that. Aaron Randolph was the quarterback.
Excuse me. Let's put it down there. I heard the PA guy say,
oh, he's wrong, and we got to try to tune him out.
All right.
So 74 yards, first and goal.
That was impressive.
Inside Kiski's 5-yard line at the 4, first and goal.
They've taken around with things like every week a new formation. It's amazing.
First and goal for the Rams at the 4-yard line, 74 yards.
They got to take a timeout.
Oh, good, because we didn't get a commercial in because they started real quick. Located in beautiful downtown Trentham, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates is dedicated to serving great La Prima espresso coffee, which will go really good right now, and hand-dipped small batch candy using the finest Belgian dark and milk chocolates. Born out of love for great chocolate, remarkable coffee, and a sense of giving back to the community, Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates has a mission of providing uniquely delicious products while serving as a gathering place for friends and family. Harvest Moon Coffee and Chocolates is located at 206 Corbett Street in Trentham, and they're open every day until 3 o'clock. Check out their website, harvestmoonc2.com. That's Harvest Moon, the letter C, the number 2.com. Drink coffee, eat chocolate, be kind.
I'm whispering in the background to George Guido that was Randolph who threw that pass.
It was just a little pop pass to White coming around on jet motion.
I don't have to whisper anywhere. I can talk.
First and goal, and it's
Wild Ram.
Wild Ram again with Randolph. First and goal at the 4. Wide side of the field to the right. White in motion again. Now Randolph's going to keep it and rolls into the end zone for a Highlands touchdown. Randolph for 4 yards, and the Rams strike quickly.
4 for 4, Mike. Aaron Randolph on the Wild Ram.
And the Rams lead it 6-0. Extra point upcoming. Naviglia to snap it, Signorella to hold it, and Burton Babinsack will try the extra point. Babinsack's missed but 2 this season. Burton is 28 out of 30. Kick is on its way, and it is good. That took 51 seconds. The Rams lead it 7-0 on 2 plays.
Who said we don't have a quick strike offense? I didn't get to introduce anybody, Mike.
Well, we'll get there.
Well, let me tell you about the Wireless Zone. It's the largest independent franchise in America. We're dedicated to meeting the wireless needs of your family, your business, and your lifestyle. Our stores offer competitive price on today's most popular smartphones, devices, accessories, and award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Visit your Wireless Zone headquarters in Trenton Heights at the Walmart Plaza in Pittsburgh Mills Mall and ask about 5G Home, 5G ultra-wideband internet for your home, or find Wireless Zone, which is nearest you, by visiting wirelesszone.com. Wow, that's the way to start it, right?
You tell me. Goodness gracious. So the Rams lead it. We mentioned the last time we were here at Kiski, it was down the road in Vandergrift at Davis Field. The Rams won that night, 2008, 48-31. The last time we played was at Highlands the following year, 2009. And if you know the history, you know what happened, because Kiski won that game 20-0 because the Rams didn't win a regular season game that year.
It was a down year after an up year, Mike.
25-11.
Back deep for the Cavaliers, Dominic Simmons, number 11. When last we saw him, we were sacking him at Valley 5 times last year.
That's correct, Mike. Yeah, he transferred late in the year.
Entered the transfer portal. Babinsack will kick it off. We'll see if the Rams are still going to keep him on the ground, and he does kick it low. It's going to skip, and it goes past.
He touched it.
He's still got to pick it up anyway. It's Kusick, and he is down.
Number 25.
All the way back at the 8-yard line as Kusick got a hand on it. Landon Kusick, and the Rams put him down at the 8, and it's long field for Carson Heinley and the Kiski Cavaliers.
And let's get their offense introduced. You mentioned quarterback Heinley. The running back is number 3, Connor Flem. 4 wideouts, Mike. Isaiah Gonzalez, we talked about him in the pregame. He wears number 1. Dominic Simons is number 11. Luke Emmerling is 6. And Terry Martin is 15.
Flem is taking Don Danino's spot. He's unable to go tonight. He had a good game last week, number 4. The Dean mentioned him in pregame, but Connor Flem, 3, is the setback. He gets the call. Wades his way through there. He gets met in the hole by Braden White, but he gets pushed back a couple yards out to the 14-yard line. Good gain of 6 that time for Flem.
White, Signorella, and Timmons. It's going to be interesting to see, Mike, with Luke Bombalski out of lineup tonight, who's going to step in. Right now it looks like it's Braden White.
Yeah, we're going to go with Johnson at corner, White's the safety, and Burford at the other corner. Timmons, Signorella, Hadachik, McQuaid, and Long's playing a stand-up end. They got 3. They've gone to a 4-man line is what they've done. Flem is back.
Pressure.
He fires it. Near side of the throw, intercepted by Landon Signorella at the 22-yard line. Yeah, what they've done, Dean, they've gone 4 down. Instead of 3-5, they've gone 4 down and four linebackers.
By the way, Kiski offense, Mike, left tackle 76, Adam Large, appropriate for a left tackle.
Exactly.
77, left guard, Jack Kreider. The center is 56, Cam Murphy. Right guard is 54, Brandon Micah. And the right tackle is 74, Ben Penkak. And you've already given the Highlands defense. We'll get down alignment after this play.
Third down.
Again, Bender is playing defensive end wearing number 26. Just think Alan Kratzenberg.
I told him that when he took the number, Mike. Big.
That's who we think of. Hinley is back. He fires it, and it's complete on a slant, and it's good to Gonzalez. He's got a first down up over the 25 to the 30-yard line. First down, Kiski.
Burford on the stop, but not until he gets first down
Burford
yardage.
on the stop.
16 yards, Hinley to Gonzalez.
17. On the play, move those sticks.
First and 10, and we mentioned Alan Kratzenberg. Last week we had to note that Blake Leary in a game had caught a touchdown pass and received a touchdown pass, and I wondered who threw it. Alan Kratzenberg threw it.
The answer to the question.
And answered questions that answer themselves. First down at the 30. And they give us to Flem. The Rams meet him. He spins away, but they got him. First man to contact him was Markey. He came in there to get him off his feet, to spin him, and Daniel Long was in there to get him.
Along with Chandler Timmons. And Mike Markey is going to be taking one of those Don Lyman spots tonight, along with Bender, number 78. Noah Leslie, 75. Daniel Long, 31. And you're right, Markey is playing a Don Lyman position.
Opponents on running plays averaging 1.9 yards a carry against Highlands this year. That's taking the sacks out of the equation. Second and 10, Kiski on their 30. Highlands leads 7-0, 9:08 left first quarter. Hinley's going to do early bird spin, and they give us to Flem as they do a little counter action. He gets up over the 30 to the 33-yard line. McQuaid in there for the Rams.
Along with Chandler Timmons. That's the third tackle. McQuaid, glad to see him out there, Mike, because he was questionable for tonight.
He was one of the walking wounded, yeah. It basically turned out that really the only one of the walking wounded that isn't going tonight is Bombalski.
Correct.
And again, that non-conference game in the middle, they got to figure out a way around that somehow.
Yeah. But
I'll offer the teams a bye. That might even be better. Take the week off.
But you can't have any regrets about it, Mike. Yeah, I mean,
no, I don't at all. I think that's the right way to approach it. It's just
and he wanted to play.
Nobody's fault. You know.
He asked for pants tonight, so I go full to think he was
Hinley
playing.
is back, and the lefty fires. It's caught by Gonzalez. No, it's stripped out of there, incomplete. Good coverage by Landon Signorella, and it's fourth down.
Remember we said in the pregame, Gonzalez caught 15 passes last week, Mike, against Mars. That was a crazy game.
Yeah, we have. Our first two guys don't have that many. You said Lando's got 7. I think the next one's 5 down the. Yeah, Braden White's got 5, and he hasn't played in a month.
Maddox Anderson in the kick.
And back deep for the Rams will be Braden White, back in his old spot, standing at the 39-yard line. Here's the snap, a good one.
Everybody's coming.
Rolls to the right, he gets it out of there. They got a piece of it, maybe.
They had to, Mike.
Kiski coach is definitely looking for, but you know, you roll into the rush. I don't know that you're so much protected once you come out of the pocket on those. So the ball goes out of bounds at the 44. The Rams will have good field position in Kiski territory, first and 10, at Richard J. Dilts Field. You know, the last time.
Coach Dilts, good guy.
Yeah. The last time they were at Highlands, we talked to him, I remember. The last time they won a playoff game, Dick Dilts was still the coach. It was 1990. They beat Armstrong Central with Harry Beckwith.
Their defense, Mike, mirrors ours. They'll play a 4-3-4.
First and 10. Now Burford and Hewlett go to the right. Signorella.
Timmons quarterback. And
Timmons is back there.
Randolph,
and yeah. Randolph is the running back as they go to the pistol. White the motion man. And Timmons will throw it. Timmons in trouble. Steps out. Now he's going to fire it downfield. Going to be intercepted. Going to be picked off by Gonzalez inside the 10-yard line. And he's thrown down by Landon Signorella at the 5-yard line.
Mike, what happened was Timmons ran out. Signorella stopped running.
Well, he was expecting him to go deep, and then he kind of came back to the ball. That was definitely different pages together. So the interception is a turnover for Highlands. They're first of the night, and Kiski gets the ball back, but they're back deep in their own territory. As soon as the baby powder gets out of the way, I can tell you what yard line they're on. They're on the 7.
What is that with the baby powder?
It's the whiteout. You spread baby powder.
Okay, I learn something new every day. I'm a lifelong learner.
I've got a niece. I got a niece in high school.
They're on top of it then.
Yeah, because they did that last week at Burl. First down, and the handoff is to Flem, and he has nowhere to go. As he was brought down by Leslie from around the ankles back at about the 7-yard line, and I'll call that a no gain on the play.
That was Noah Leslie at the bottom of that pile.
2nd and 10 for
No
Kiski.
gain.
Again, they haven't been able to make much on the ground so
2nd
far.
and 10.
You can tell the wind has died down because the plume of baby powder is just hanging in the air.
As I mentioned in pregame, Mike, Connor Flem coming off a 123-yard. That's a career performance for him against Mars last week.
He gets it out of there quickly. Another lefty, our 2nd lefty in a couple weeks.
I love it.
2nd down. Quick pass.
Heinley's pass is caught by Gonzalez on the screen, but the Rams have him corralled over there as he gets out to about the 12-yard line. Timmons was over there. Also, for the Rams, 22 Ashton Hadachek brings him down. So Heinley to Gonzalez for the 3rd time tonight. 2nd time.
Lefties are all right, you know that.
Exactly. That's the rumor. But mark it at the 12. It's a 5-yard gain. 3rd down 5.
Fighting Cavaliers.
The clock winding. 6:40 to go. 1st quarter. Highlands leads 7-0. 3rd down for Kiski. Opponents this year on 3rd down, not much. 18% against Highlands.
Johnson out on the island on the right-hand side by himself.
Rams show blitz.
They look like they moved.
Here they come. Heinley is back. Goes to go to the short side. Heinley's knocked out of bounds at the 9-yard line by Daniel Long, and that'll be a sack for Daniel.
Looks like he threw the ball back in, Mike.
Nope, they're marking it at the 8, so it's a 4-yard loss.
Now bring on the punt team.
And it's 4th down. Rams had 8 sacks last week in Woodland Hills.
Bring up a 4th down. 4th.
So it's 4th and 9, and the Rams defense holds strong again.
3 or 4 yards on that play.
And it sends Connor Flem back deep to punt it this time. Standing halfway back in his end zone.
Deep in his end zone.
Aaron Randolph this time back to receive the kick. He's standing at the 35-yard line.
Should get good field position again, Mike.
Here's the snap to Flem. They come after it, and he gets it out of there. Randolph takes it at the 40 with the fair catch. The Rams came after that punt. So Highlands, again, the short field. They turned it over the last time. They have 1st and 10 on the Kiski 40-yard line with a 7-0 lead.
All right, let's introduce our wide receivers for the Golden Rams tonight. 20, Landon Signorella. 4, Aaron Randolph. 11, Aiden Burford. Mentioned Braden White, Mike. He'll be at running back and wide receiver. He'll do a little bit of everything.
Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting. For all your commercial and industrial painting needs to beautify and protect, Dan Timmons will be happy to know, and I know he watches, that I was cutting the grass yesterday with my Dan Timmons Painting t-shirt on.
There you go.
Wednesday, I'm sorry, not yesterday. 1st down at the 40. Straight ahead give to Julius Saunders, and he plows through there for a 1st down. They can't get him off his feet. He gets inside the 30 to the Kiski 28. Rams will go running back by committee tonight without Luke in there, and he'll be able to keep bodies fresh. But a good strong run by Saunders at 13.
And a defense for Sam Albert's Kiski Cavaliers. Defensive end is 86, Mason Caldwell. 54 is the defensive tackle, Brady Micah. The other D tackle is 77, Jake Kreider. And number 40, Connor Jordan, is the other defensive end.
1st and 10. Randolph matched out up against Gonzalez here, far to the left. Timmons going to pull it and keep it. Timmons got a hole through the middle. Gets a 1st down as he drives his way with a marker down. They might have got him by the face mask team. We'll see. Timmons is brought down at the 16-yard line, but we'll sort out the penalty. They got an injury for Kiski, and it's the last thing Sammy Albert wants to see.
Yeah, Mike, that is number
Dominic
11,
Simmons.
Dominic Simmons. He's filling in as safety for Dom Danino, who is not in the lineup tonight.
Dominic Simmons from Valley a year ago was the quarterback. Game the Rams won. Horse collar tackle. That's going to be a half the distance penalty. So Timmons gets it to, and we're going to have a timeout for Simmons to come off the field. They're going to put it on the 8, which meant it made it to the 16. So we got 11 yards on the run for the 1st down. An 8-yard penalty on the horse collar.
After the mark off.
It's 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. By the way, that Dick Diltz note about being the last coach to win a playoff game, I got that from George Guido, and because I went back as far as I could records, and they didn't tell me so. And George has all this stuff, and George also has that book, AK Valley Sports History. You can go to Amazon and find that. It makes a great stocking stuffer. Timmons keeps it. Timmons gets knocked off his feet as he gets to the 4-yard line.
5-yard line was tripped up.
4-yard pickup, 2nd and goal for Highlands.
Like 87 came into the lineup for Kiski. That is Braden Anderson. As you mentioned, Mike, lots of young kids out there. He's a freshman. The other corner is number 1, Isaiah Gonzalez, and 16, Brennan Moore is the other safety.
We mentioned it, these guys were 6-4 last year. They won their first 5, and then injuries hit them, and they were unable to get into the playoffs. Hewlett to the right. Randolph to the left. Saunders the setback. Timmons keeps it. Timmons runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Highlands.
Finally determined that time. Chandler Timmons on the 5-yard carry.
And the Rams stretch it out to a 13-0 lead at 4:29 left first quarter.
And Mike, I still haven't introduced Kiski's defense. I got to do the line and linebackers yet. I'll get those at halftime.
So Randolph and Timmons have the Highlands touchdown so far. The Rams lead it 13-0. Naviglia snaps it. Signorella holds it. Babinsack's kick is up and good. Babinsack this year 30 out of 32 in the extra point department.
In his first year,
and Highlands leads it
kicking.
14-0.
Mike, the kids did what I asked them to do, come out and play hard right off the bat, and they have. By the way, if you want to get in good health and fitness, is more important now than ever, why not make Greatness Athletics Fitness Center in Trenton your locally owned operated gym of choice? Right trainer makes all the difference. Gary Nagley is that guy. He's a certified trainer. He'll help you reach all your fitness goals. He specializes in fitness, personal training, strength training, weightlifting, powerlifting, and even boxing. And they're always open to swipe your key card. Greatness Athletics Fitness Center is located at 222 East 4th Avenue in Trenton, right on the corner. Membership started only $20 a month, so give them a call today, 724-681-8629, or check them out on the Facebook at Greatness Athletics. Mike, I said the Facebook.
You sound like Kornheiser.
I got to go back to that commercial with the how not to be your parent. Those commercials are great.
Landon Kusick and Dominic Simmons are the deep men.
Well, good news, Simmons back out there, Mike.
Yes. Babinsack will kick it off. He kicked the bouncer last time. And he kicks a line drive this time. It's going to bounce and come to Kusick at the 20. He's hit, and Signorella hits him with a strong tackle at the 32-yard line.
And that's what Sig does, him and Burford.
So it's first down first down Kiski at their 32. Cavs have made 1 first down. They converted a 3rd and 4 in their first series. And Heinley completed a pass to his favorite target, Isaiah Gonzalez. First down at the 32. Kiski in all blue tonight, Rams in all white with a little bit of pink accessories and some lime green too if you're Aaron Randolph. Connor Flem is the setback, Heinley the quarterback, and they give us to Flem, and Flem is hit, contacted, and brought down. He was first hit by 75 Noah Leslie, and then Timmons was in there also.
And Markey.
Angelo.
He'll let you know he jumped up.
It's Angelo jumping up and screaming when he makes a tackle, and Burford doing the backflip after we win.
We have to get that on. Hopefully tonight we'll get to see it again.
Again, the Rams can pretty much punch their ticket into the playoffs with a win tonight. Need a few other things to happen, but those are going to happen along the way. Just depends on when. 2nd and 10. Heinley back. Heinley's in trouble.
He is.
Heinley's down he goes.
Penalty marker. I think it was holding.
Well, they were holding Bender, and that allowed Long to get in there and make the finish. So we'll.
I think they'll decline this one, Mike.
Yeah, I'm inclined to give both of those guys a half just because of the way that. Because Matt Long's going to get it because he's
all day long, Mike. And he was thrilled you gave him that sack last week for being nearest to the play.
And guess what? That's true though. He's got 2 tonight, so he now has the team lead. He's got 11 sacks in the first 7+ games.
Right this time, Mike and I agree on a scoring rule.
3rd down.
3rd and 19, and you know they're coming again. But that play was made because Bender beat the tackle, and he had to hold him to stop him from. I was thinking, what is Kratz doing out there? What is this?
Kratz is down in Virginia. Mike got a big job engineering. That VMI degree paid off big time.
And they're going to throw to Gonzalez. He's got it. They bring him down, though. Good job by Signorella to tackle the catch. Also help from Braden White. Hey, Zach Wood's also in Virginia and engaged.
I think
Ken Wood is back. Zach Wood is engaged. He's out of the Army. And Ken is going to be going to a wedding soon. So congratulations to Zach, too. We know he watches, too. Gain of 2 on that pass play.
I believe Kratzenberg's in the same situation, Mike, engaged.
Or married, one or the other, huh?
White, single deep.
4th down, 17. They got Flem back there again to do the punting. Good solid snap, and Flem just gets it out of there.
Again, I think somebody got their hands on it.
Yeah, it's going to go out of bounds at the 34. Well, the Rams have a ferocious rush on Connor Flem, and you know the coaches saw something in the video that they thought they could exploit. They are coming after the punter on every occasion.
He takes that extra step, Mike. I think that's what they saw on film. By the way, you called this the Sam Albert Bowl. I'm calling it the Bichet Bowl, too, because we had...
I didn't get to see John. Ken and I got to run down and see Sam, so...
John is on
and Coach
the
Monk.
Kiski sidelines, and Nick Boucher is our special teams coach.
There you go.
Opposing Boucher.
Saw Jordan Thompson, too, before the game down there. Jimmy Joe Collins.
A lot of old friends.
Up here in the booth it is. 1st down, Highlands on the Kiski 33. Timmons the quarterback this time. Saunders is his sidecar. And Timmons going to keep it. Timmons breaks a tackle. Near side of the field, 25. Gallops down the sideline inside the 20 and gets the 1st down at the 19-yard line. Brought down by Landon Kusick, the middle linebacker.
Nice job by Long that time, Mike. He did not block, which got up to the break. He just shouted the guy, put his hands up like, I didn't touch him.
14 yards for Chandler to the 19-yard line, 1st and 10.
I got him 4 for 34 so far.
Works for me.
And a touchdown.
Out on the porch tonight at Dick Dilts Field.
Good news, not a lot of wind, Mike.
No, it was windy during the day, though. It was really whipping, but it's slowed down, and it's going to get chilly tonight, but it's a beautiful fall night for football.
I dressed appropriately for a change. I froze 2 years ago at Armstrong.
At Armstrong. They're going to run a middle screen. Rondell Hewlett, he can't hold on to it.
Part 1.
That's got to be incomplete. It is. Yeah, that was open, too. That was a good play.
And that was a new formation.
Hewlett couldn't hang on to it.
And I say part 1 as in, got to catch it first.
2nd and 10. I have the nice North Face gloves. These, and you can see my dog's hair is on them because these are the dog walking gloves.
Well,
but I haven't had to put them on yet, but it's coming.
I came prepared. I got 2 different sets of gloves.
It's coming.
The light and the heavy.
Well, I got the light because these ones are easy to write in.
Yeah, these aren't too good to write.
So we have that. 2nd and 10, Highlands on the Kiski 19.
Christmas present for my son Kenny.
Right to left in the 1st quarter, 2:19 to go. The Rams lead 14-0. And they gave us to Randolph through the middle. Randolph breaks a tackle. 15-10. Aaron Randolph for a Highlands touchdown. 19 yards.
20 yards.
Randolph's touched it twice for 23, and they've both ended up on pay dirt. And the Rams have scored 3 times in the 1st quarter. That shouldn't be too much of a surprise, as I'll have a stat for you when we flip the page to the 2nd quarter that's going to open your eyes.
I still haven't introduced the Kiski linebackers.
Babinsack's kick is good.
Kiski linebackers, Mike. Number 8, Deshaun McBride. 25, Landon Kusick. And number 3, Connor Flem. I'm done with the starting lineups. And we're still in the 1st quarter.
Dan Timmons Painting. There's no better time than right now to stop into Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993, the best oil change since 95, and now number 1 for auto repair. Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires and custom wheels in the entire Pittsburgh area. And if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or call them. Trenton 724-224-9222. Natrona Heights 724-224-7900. Or Highland Integrity Alignment 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price. Since 1961, we deliver. 21-0. Highlands leads it here early on. And we have gone so far this entire night and not mentioned Armstrong yet. How are we doing?
They're tied with us for 1st place, and they are
playing Mars tonight?
They're hosting, yes.
So that's, no matter which way that goes, it's good for us. You know that?
Yeah, Olsen, Mike, 235 last week. Casper was 217, so there's going to be a battle of quarterbacks out there tonight.
It is.
Right, so White Oak will clear that.
Again, a Mars loss there, or a Hampton loss coupled with a Highlands win, and the Rams are mathematically Kusick, 30, and he's tripped up and knocked off his feet by Bender at the 36-yard line. First down, Kiski with 2:07 left of the first quarter.
By Kusick, first down, Cavs.
I have to find my little second quarter note. I have it. We'll have that.
Babbitt's not going to get tired, Mike. That's his 6th time he kicked the ball tonight.
That's all right. He's young. First down, Cavaliers on their 36. Carson Heinley, the sophomore quarterback, number 14. Connor Flem running it tonight. He's a senior. He's number 3. And Gonzalez, the big wide receiver, junior. So he'll be back.
Tight set there, Mike.
Counter again, and Flem is hit, and the Rams say no thank you. It's Leslie again, just blowing the play, blowing it up from his nose tackle position. The PA announcer's making me laugh.
And McQuaid also and all that stuff.
He's feeling each play with every announcement. You notice that? He was so enthusiastic when they started.
He went to the Butch Lippett Home of Public Address announcing.
That's a yard loss. Second down and 9. Butch Lippett is a great man.
Always in the game. Literally.
He is a great man.
He is.
Haven't seen him in a while. Hope he's doing well. He ran that basketball program over at Burl for a million years. The little kids in the morning.
Sounds familiar.
Heinley back, turns the shoulders, lets
wide
it go.
Open,
He's got
Yep.
players all over the place. This is wide open. Andrew Finney breaks a tackle, and Finney's going all the way. 65 yards for a Kiski touchdown. There were no Rams over there. There were 2 wide open receivers.
They call that the wheel rod, and if that guy comes off clean like he did, you're right, there's nobody there to stop him. Somebody made a mistake, we know that.
From Heinley.
65 yards, and that is Finney. Andrew Finney, a freshman.
Told you they played a lot of young kids, Mike.
And the Rams give up another big one, and that has been a bit of a problem at times this year. But Kiski on the board.
And we know what's coming next week.
Heinley holds it.
And the kick from Flem.
And Flem kicks it. And it's up and good. So at 1:15 left, first quarter, the Kiski Cavaliers are on the board on a 65-yard touchdown pass from Carson Heinley to Andrew Finney.
And boom, that was quick, Mike, quick strike. Speaking of Boucher, we mentioned him earlier. One coach is Kiski, one coach is Highlands. They also have a tremendous insurance business. They are uniquely qualified to choose your home and auto insurance that protects you no matter what. Took care of my homeowner's insurance, Mike. It went down. Can you believe that?
Good.
Go see John. The Bouchers are independent agents in addition nationwide. They're working with leading companies in the industry like Progressive, Allstate, and AIC to find more ways to save you money on your home and auto insurance. Call your hometown independent agents, John and Nick Boucher, at 724-224-4300 to choose the coverage that fits you and your family correctly. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, the AK Valley, you're in good hands with the Bouchers on your side.
I guess the only surprise about that play was that Gonzalez didn't catch it.
Yes.
Anderson to kick off.
Plenty of action here. We still have 1:15 to go in the first quarter.
Hope you're enjoying it. Kicks along the ground, and it comes to Saunders at the 29. Saunders gets hit and gets thrown down at the 38-yard line. So the Rams have good field position, although this time they're not in Kiski territory. They're on their own side of the 50, but they do have a 2-touchdown lead.
Mike, the birdie picked the Golden Rams tonight, 30-13. The fumbler also picked us. If you look at records, Mike, it's hard to pick against the Golden Rams.
Right, the Rams 7-0, one of now only 8 remaining undefeated teams. Upper St. Clair lost last week to Bethel Park, and Olsh lost to Burgettstown, so we lost 2. First down, Highlands on their 38-yard line. Rondale Hewlett splits wide to the right. Braden White in the slot. It's Wild Ram with Randolph. 1st and 10. White the motion man.
They ran out.
Now they're going to run out of it and run away from the motion. And this is on Randolph, 45, 50. Randolph, they hold on to the jersey and spin him out of bounds in Kiski territory at the Cavalier 48-yard line. 14-yard pickup.
37 now for Aaron on 3 carries, 2 of which were touchdowns.
And a first down.
First down at the Kiski 48. Clock stops on the out-of-bounds play. Still 1:01 left first quarter. Highlands leads at 21-7.
Timeout, Kiski.
And now Sam Albert wants to call a timeout. I see he's talking to his son down there, Aiden.
Mike, nothing's changed in the top 5 this week. Aliquippa still 1, McKeesport 2, Central Valley 3, we are 4th, and West Allegheny is 5th. Big game hunting tonight, Mike. It is a non-conference game, but McKeesport, they're one of the undefeateds. They are playing Gateway, and Gateway is a 5A powerhouse, so we'll see what happens there. We're talking about, does that change the standings if McKeesport goes down?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yes. But why we mention that is because in our conference, the Greater Allegheny Conference, 4 teams will make the playoffs. In the other conferences, 4 make it in one and 5 in the other. So that's going to be 13 total. So the top 3 teams will get the bye. If that was tomorrow, it would be Aliquippa, McKeesport, Central Valley would probably be seeded 4th.
So that would be, if you get 4, you play the 13, which would be the last team that got in. And then if you won that game, you get the winner of 5-12 in the second round. So that's not a bad place to be. And if that first game would be at home, obviously. They mark it at the Kiski 49, 1st and 10. Wild Ram again. Aaron Randolph. White in motion. They're going to run the pop pass, and this is to Braden White, and here he comes to the near side of the field. At the 45 where he's knocked out. And we got a flag down from way down the field. What I noticed was the minute the play was started, Chandler Timmons leveled the cornerback on his block. He knew it was coming his way. He's the wide receiver to the near side of the field.
That's a pancake. What do they call here?
Let's see what they call. Sam Albert's trying to buy one here. Coach Monk's trying to buy one here. Let's see.
5-yard face mask on the defense.
A 5-yard face mask call against Kiski. So the pass is good. Randolph to White for 4.
Golden Rams will be in business again.
Kiski fans looking for a holding call there. So Randolph's completed 2 of those pop passes for 78 yards. Both to Braden White. So the ball's at the 40. 2nd and 1.
First down and 1.
1st and 1. I am sorry.
How you like that? That's the kind of down you want.
Okay, Scott Knoll, here's your job. 1st and 1. They run a stack, and Timmons, the quarterback, keeps it, and Timmons stumbled a little bit, tackled by Dick Diltsfield at the 34-yard line. Somebody tripped him up as he got to the 34, but Chandler gets the first down after a 6-yard pickup. Highlands with 7 first downs in this first quarter.
Very impressive with the Golden Rams' performance so far, Mike. Last few games have been quick starts, Mike.
And that's kind of what you're looking for. That's the end of the first quarter here at Kiski with the score. Highlands 21 and Kiski 7. Ron Gillette Towing and Services is a registered contractor certified in PA state inspections and emissions. Call Gillette's today for all your towing, paving, excavating, hauling, demolition, and snow removal needs. Planning a cleanup? Rent a 10-yard curb box. 1 call and you can dump it all, just no paint or tires. Gillette Towing is fully licensed, insured, bonded, certified, and owns all of the state-of-the-art equipment. And Gillette's are proud to enjoy an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Call Gillette's at 724-226-1222. Phones answer 24/7, 365. And as always, it's person to person. Find them on the web at RonGilletteInc.com or on Facebook, Ron Gillette Inc. Towing and More. Ron Gillette Towing and Services, the AK Valley's leader since 1995.
Dan, can we get you to pan the Kiski cheerleaders down there? There's about 3,000 of them because it's elementary school night too. And I met a guy named Dave McLean, and he takes care of me up at
But not Dave McQuaid. Dave
No.
McQueen. Yeah.
But his daughter, McKenna McLean, she's a cheerleader down there, and she's working very hard tonight because it is elementary school night. I think for every cheerleader, there's 4 elementary kids.
How about that?
Back to the action.
First down, Highlands on the Kiski 34. That guy listened to you.
Here we go.
Saunders breaks a tackle, breaks another. Does a good job to get it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup.
More on the stop.
2 for 17 for
Second down, 6.
Saunders.
Here's my stat. Second quarter this year, They gave up a touchdown to Woodland Hills last week. That was the first points they'd allowed in the second quarter all season. Highlands in the second quarter this year are outscoring their opponents 74-7.
Wow.
And in the first half, they're outscoring their opponents 126-21 coming into tonight.
So much for slow starts, huh, Mike?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Saunders again. This time they're waiting. Flim spun him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be about 2.5 yards short of the sticks.
On the stop.
Mike, we talked about Landon Cinderella being our leading receiver with 7 catches, but those 7 catches have gone for 172 yards. He's averaging a gaudy 25 yards per reception.
You got to love those numbers. I think Braden White, with his 2 catches of those pop passes tonight, has tied them with. They each have 7 now. And that's, you know, it's been a lot of running the ball this year for these guys. Third down. Play clock down to 8. We do have play clocks here at this beautiful new facility, unlike last week.
Yeah, last week we did.
Rams are going to have to call time.
Second time out of the half for the Golden Rams.
And they do call it. At 10:33 left of the second period, Highlands leading at 21-7. They face a 3rd and 2.5 on the Kiski 27-yard line.
All right, let's talk about Phoenix Rehabilitation. Are you or someone you know in need of physical or occupational therapy? Consider the caring therapist at Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services in Natrona Heights. Zach Bartolotta and his staff specialize in that one-on-one personal care with the latest techniques and the state-of-the-art equipment for physical therapy. They deal with any type of injury, specialize in orthopedic conditions, including sports and workman comp injuries. Phoenix will help you get your goals are returning to activities you love the most. Phoenix Rehabilitation Health Service, conveniently located at 1601 Union Avenue, Natrona Heights. Flexible hours for your convenience, accept all insurances, including UPMC. So give them a call today. Set up an appointment at 724-224-5090. Randy shot 39 on Monday after only playing 9 holes after his shoulder surgery.
Hey, they have a lot to do with that.
Killing the ball.
Third down. We'll call it 3. Timmons the quarterback, Saunders the sidecar. Timmons now is going to throw a little pop pass over the middle, and it is caught. Is it caught by Bender? It is caught by Bender at the 19. Let's see if they give it to him. They're going to give it to him at the 19-yard line. A little jump pass to Tyler Bender.
You talk about creativity, Mike.
Bender's first catch of the year, obviously. It's the first time he's had an eligible number. And Timmons completes it to him. It's first down Highlands at the 19, an 8-yard pickup.
Well, Chandler's down to 190, Mike. Just at the AK Valley record. Hasn't had to throw very much tonight. His Highlands has been dominating on the ground.
Yeah, the only 2 other passes were those little push passes that were thrown by Randolph that are, you know, barely passes, but statistically, they are. Timmons going to keep it. Timmons has some room and carries defenders with him inside the 15 to the 13.
6-yard pickup for Chandler now, 6 for 46.
And we have Dominic Simmons was down there, the Valley transfer.
Glad to see he came back.
McBride on the stop for the Cavs.
Mark it at the 18.
Second down,
Sorry,
4.
the 14-yard, 6-yard pickup to the 13.
Oh, actually, they're sharp.
Clock under 10 minutes.
Tyler Bender, by the way. 26. For Highlands,
Hewlett splits to the left. Randolph to the right. Play clock down to 5. Timmons back. He looks. Going to throw the fade to Hewlett. Hewlett can't get it. It was well defended over there in the corner by Terry Martin, the cornerback.
It was a great pass, though, wasn't it?
It was a great throw, and Hewlett did a really good job to get himself turned, to get himself in position, and Martin just got a hand on it at the last second.
What I liked about it, Mike, only one person could catch it. He threw it to the outside shoulder of Hewlett. Just couldn't bring it in. He had a touchdown last week, though.
3rd and 4. Yeah, Rondella's been a touchdown man. He's got 3 passes and had a touchdown last week, the long one. 3rd down, 4. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit, but it's a crosswind. It's blowing like at our backs across the field, so I don't know what that would do for a field goal attempt. Starting to get colder. Timmons going to keep it. He pulls it. Tries to barrel ahead, but they have him stopped at the 13-yard line.
Nothing doing that time, right? They keyed on him.
So it's 4th and 3. And decision time for Matt Bonoslawski. I almost said decision time for Sam Albert because Sam's here and I went back to old habits. Sam, the coach of Highlands for 13 years, the all-time winningest coach in Highlands history. Rams going to kick a field goal here?
Down.
Nope, not going to go for it.
Marker, though.
They brought some receivers. Rams illegal substitution. I think they ran 12 out.
Yep. You can't do that.
Official going over, making sure Bones understands what happened. Sideline warning. It was only a warning, though, because sometimes they throw a flag on you and count it off. But
this time they did not do
One thing that does with that sideline warning, it reshuffles the play clock to 25. So here we go, 4th down.
4th and 4 for the visitors.
Timmons back there. He's got Randolph with him. Timmons back. He's going to throw it to the corner.
Wide open.
Burford. Incomplete.
Oh, he called incomplete. Doggone it.
Burford either couldn't hold on or couldn't get a foot in. It was hard to tell. But the Rams, they was wide open, boy.
Cavaliers hold on downs.
Missed a chance there. But they'll have a long field to go at 8:12 left first half.
It's over on down. It's around 13-yard line.
Every time the Rams have had Kiski backed up, they've done a good job. Kiski scored their last series on that long touchdown pass, the 65-yarder to Andrew Finney. 21-7, the Rams lead it, 8:12 left.
Keeping their territory again.
First half. They go pistol. Low snap, Heinley back. Heinley tries to get out of there, rolls, and throws it to the bench.
We saw a lot of that last week against Woodland Hills, Mike. Nobody open.
He threw it right to his defensive end, Connor Jordan, standing on the sidelines.
By the way, Mike, we talked about Coach Sam Albert, many years at Highlands, now over here at Kiski. Remember Addie Albert?
Yes, sir.
She is now hosting News 9 Sunrise in Steubenville, Ohio. Guess who her co-host is?
I don't know.
You'd know him if you saw him. Bill Phillips.
I know Bill Phillips. He used to be on Channel 11. He was a sports guy.
Yep.
So she does a great job. I've seen some of her work. She's definitely got a future. And she can sing great, too. So she's always had that to fall back on.
She's on the anchor deck.
Flem with a big hole. Oh, they blew open a huge hole that time. And Flem out to the 32-yard line for 19 and a first down.
Signorella and Hadachek on a tackle, but nobody touched the Mike for the first 15 yards.
For the visitors. First down, Kiski.
Got big number 33 missing in the middle there. It kind of showed up that time.
Run by Flem.
So they're in Steubenville, Ohio.
First and 10.
Bill Phillips, when I worked for Channel 11, came from Steubenville every day.
How about that? It's a bit of a drive. It's the burb of the Berg, you know. Flem again. This time McQuaid says, McQuaid's on him, so is Bender as he gets up over the 35 to the 36-yard line. That's still a 4-yard gain, though.
McQuaid.
In the old days, Mike, I would be waiting for Addie to get to the Pittsburgh market. And that used to be a final resting place. Guess what? They're just a step in the run now, Pittsburgh. Santa Barbara has a bigger population than us.
Weather's better. It's not this cold in Santa Barbara right now. It's not dark either.
Wasn't that Frank Sinatra's old haunt?
Palm Springs.
Close.
Very.
Heinley
wants to pass.
In trouble. Leslie's got him. He gets away. Gets away.
Great job by Heinley.
He's in the 30 to 35. Up over the 40 to the 42-yard line. Yeah, you got to get him down there, though.
Yeah, Mike, he stepped out of 3 tackles before Montrell Johnson brought him down.
Well, after the 21-point lead, I don't know about you guys, but I sensed a pretty big letdown here. And now you got to be careful because if they score, they're right back in the game, and the last thing you want to do is give them life. 6-yard pickup for Heinley. Make it 5. 3rd and 1. They had him dead to rights in the backfield that time.
Logan and Leslie now coming in. They're rotating nose tackles.
Rotating Leslie's. They don't know which twin's coming. They're both in there. Standing shoulder to shoulder, 4-man line. 3rd down. Less than a yard. They snap it to direct snap to Flem on the Wildcat, and he gets the first down to the 45-yard line.
McQuaid and Timmons on the stop, but not until he gets first down yardage.
Like just
35 yards for Connor Flem on the ground.
First down by Flem.
give it to them.
Quaid now has 4 tackles. Timmons has 6. And Kiski's on a march. Like you said, Mike, don't give this team life. They'll get the ball to start the second half, too.
They started this drive. This is a 3-minute drive here on their 13-yard line. And now with Heinley's arm and Gonzalez out there, and they can get back in a hurry.
Trips to the left this time.
Classic trap game for Highlands, though, with that Armstrong game looming. Highland's going to run a quarterback draw.
Not this time.
But no, they're going to get him and bring him down at the 41-yard line.
He wanted to pass it, Mike, so who's getting the sack? Mr. Markey down there?
Markey and Signorello were in there.
All right.
That was Daniel Long.
Back at the 41-yard line.
Daniel Long, too, Mike.
4-yard loss.
Loss of 4. Second and 14.
So that puts the Cavaliers behind the sticks. 2nd and 14. Clock winds under 5 minutes, first half. Heinley on play action is going to throw it out of the backfield. He's got his man. It's caught.
But he didn't go anyplace.
No, it was a great tackle by Hadacek to get Connor Jordan off his feet.
That's going to bring 3rd and long up.
And it's a loss on the play. The Rams have specialized this year on tackling players for losses on pass plays. They have had a ton of them.
Like, we have a huge crowd here tonight. If you look in front of us here, we're out on the porch, and across the way, lots of Highlands fans, too. Great evening for football. My teeth haven't chattered yet.
3rd down and 16 now. And you know the Rams are coming. Heinley back. Here they come. Heinley to the near side of the field.
He's out of time.
Hit, and he gets knocked out of bounds.
And he was in bounds
By Tyler Bender at the 37-yard line. Looks like a sack to me.
Bender back to back. Sacks for the Golden Rams.
So they're going to mark it back at the 35. Another 4-yard loss.
4th down and 20.
3 sacks for Highlands.
Look how deep their punter is, Mike. That's like 15 yards. That's really deep.
That's where you should be. When you got a snapper that can actually snap it.
It looks longer.
Watch the velocity on the snap. That's why you can stand back that far. Different punter this time.
Last week that haunted Woodland Hills.
They did. This is White. 40, 50,
steps out of a tackle,
40, and all the way inside the 40-yard line. What a return by Braden White. The left-footed punter punted at that time.
Way back on the 40-yard line, Mike, there's a penalty mark.
Maddox Anderson, who kicked the first one, kicked that one. They rotate their punters, but let's see what the flag's about. What a return by White. He started that at the 35-yard line, but it looks like he's going to get credit for 6 yards.
Yeah,
because the flag's at the 41.
On the return, loss in the back.
First,
number 3 return team.
Highlands penalty.
10 yards from the flag.
Mike, looking at conference again, Highlands 3-0. Next week's a big one against Armstrong. They're also 3-0. They're hosting Mars tonight. Mentioned that. Mars is 2-1. They got Evan Wright back last week, Mike. Good news for them. He had 135 yards against
Kiski, yeah.
Then it gets a little murky. North Catholic at 2-2 is holding down that 4th spot. They beat Hampton 13-7. That was a big game for them, Mike, because they're fighting for that 4th and final playoff spot. They're hosting Avonworth. I'm interested in that game, because Avonworth is ranked 2nd in 3A, where I always say we should be. Hampton 1-2 again. They're hosting North Catholic. They lost to Indiana last week. So they got to keep their hopes alive. Sorry, they're hosting Indiana this week.
First down at the 32.
Big game for them.
Wild Ram, Aaron Randolph. Tries to get outside of the ring, and he does. He's at the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50. Randolph is taken out of bounds at the Kiski 43-yard line. Good strong tackle that time by Terry Martin. He got into tackling position and brought him down, but Randolph turned the corner and turned on the Jets.
First and 10.
Another big pickup for him.
9th Highlands first down of this first half. 18-7 is 25, and it's first down.
And a first down.
And I have now with 62 yards on 4 carries. That's pretty impressive.
3:35 left first half. The Rams got to be aware of the clock here.
Kiski 43, first and 10.
First and 10.
5 seconds.
Play clock down to 5. Randolph got to be aware of it. White in motion. They get it off. Randolph going to keep it off the right side, keeps those legs churning, and gets a couple of yards down to about the 42. Maybe 1 we'll give him.
Here's a fun fact for you, Mike. Kiski averages 20 points a game. They are the highest scoring team to win a game. Not win a game yet.
Wow.
Second down.
So it hasn't been for lack of offense. Defense seems a little vulnerable. Golden Rams are taking advantage of it. They kick one in here before the half, Mike. 3 minutes to go. Put them in good shape for the second half. Remember, Kiski gets the ball to start the second half.
Gotta watch that clock. Less than 3 minutes to go. Remember, we saw this last week. Timmons a quarterback. They're winding that play clock down. A little more urgency wouldn't be a bad thing. Timmons going to keep it. Timmons brambles through the middle, inside the 30, and finally brought off his feet at the 23-yard line from behind by Deshaun McBride, the outside linebacker, but it's first down Highlands.
18 yards on that play. Timmons now has 64 yards. Randolph has 64 yards. We've got a 64 theme going here, Mike.
That's almost the year I was born. Almost.
Almost.
First down at the 21.
Deduct 11 and you have my year of birth. Don't do that. It's very difficult math.
No deductions. 22-yard line. Randolph's going to get it. Tries to get around the corner, but it's well defensed over there. Coming up to make the play for Kiski was Brennan Moore, the safety. And they had that one well defended, and Randolph is hit and dropped. They're going to mark him down at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Well played defensively that time, Mike. He stayed home, and Aaron came to him.
Randolph got knocked out of bounds on that play, so the clock stops. 2:07 to go.
Highlands only has 1 timeout left.
Wide side of the field to the right this time. Highlands 21, Kiski 7. Play clock again down to 8 seconds. Timmons the quarterback. They go pistol with Randolph. Randolph motions out of the formation. He's going to get a swing pass. It's caught by Randolph. Makes a man miss. 15-10. Randolph to the 5. Randolph is down near the goal line and in for a Highlands touchdown. 21 yards for Chandler Timmons on a little swing pass to the right side, and Randolph galloped it and took it the distance.
And Mike, we know Kiski, we know Sam Albert. They love the blitz, and that's how you catch a blitz. That little flick pass out there to the flat. Randolph, again, has scored 2 touchdowns tonight. Excuse me, 3.
2 on the ground and 1 through the air. 1 if by air, 2 if by ground.
And again, from Chandler Timmons.
Babinsack on to try the extra point. Signorella will hold it. Naviglia snaps it. It all works. And at 1:58 left first half, your score, Highlands 28 and the Kiski Cavaliers 7.
4 for 4 for Mr. Babinsack. He's done a great job for us. That's a great way to close out the half, Mike.
Philippi's Dining and Pizzeria was born in Natrona Heights in 1999, and it didn't take long for that name to become synonymous with great food and overwhelming community support. Philippi's offers burgers, wings, specialty sandwiches, wraps, and of course pizza. Not just any pizza, but the often imitated, never duplicated Birdville pie. Made with their special super secret recipe and named in honor of the Birdville section of Harrison, where Philippi's is located. The kitchen's open after the game, so stop by and say hi or call 724-226-3505. That's for takeout, or you can order your partially baked Birdville pie to take home and finish up there. And remember, they serve a full breakfast every morning starting at 8 o'clock. Grab that coupon out of the clipper. And remember, they serve a full breakfast every morning starting at 8. Philippi's Family Dining Pizzeria, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights.
I'll be there tonight, Mike. It's been jumping to Philippi's, Mike. The porch, they close the shades down, turn the heaters on, and there's another 30 people enjoying themselves out on the deck.
Out on the deck, indeed. So Timmons throws the touchdown to Randolph this time.
Chandler's been involved in 2.
Babinsack's 4 for 4. Here's the kick. It's a pooch. It's going to hit. Simmons picks it up at the 26, near side of the field. He's hit from behind by Julius Saunders. and brought off his feet. You said before I read the commercial, that's a great way to finish the half. No, the great way to finish the half is to make sure they don't score. That's a great way to finish the half.
Well, I'm assuming they're going to do that.
Part A and Part B. Well, because they've only given up 7 points in the second quarter all season.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it.
Part A and Part B. First down, Kiski on their 27-yard line. And now you figure Sam's going to want to put it up here, as they've done. Highlands impressive, by the way. He's going to be be reckoned with here in the Valley for the next couple of years.
Trips on the right.
They're going to run it. They give it to Flem, and down he goes all day long.
That was Mr. Daniel Long,
My
31. He was in the backfield before he took the snap.
He almost took the handoff. So Flem gets hit for a 3-yard loss. Looks like Kiski may be content to run the clock out here. As you said, Dean, they get the ball to start the second half. 1:25, clock winding. Highlands leads at 28-7.
Dominic Simmons comes off limping again, Mike. I think that ankle's bothering him. Yep. I saw Mark Flem before the game, the referee. Not refereeing tonight, though.
Whirlybird. Give it to Flem again. And this time, Timmons has him to bring him down. McQuaid doing yeoman's duty in there. McQuaid was really banged up last week, and the fact that he came back and played in that game, and he's out there tonight doing his job again for Highlands, and he's a tough customer.
Not did he come back and play, Mike, he had 3 sacks in a row.
Right away, right after, exactly.
Less than a minute to go, Mike, and I don't think they're in any rush to get this play off.
3rd and 8.
20 on the play clock, 41 seconds to go, so they will warrant one more play.
They may call timeout here. Yeah. They're trying to take as much time off if they have to punt, because they really don't want to punt.
Nope.
because the Rams are dangerous back there returning punts tonight. I think that could be an issue. All right, let's look ahead for a minute. There's a game next week we have against Armstrong. What do you think?
Mike, it's going to be Military Appreciation Night, and we're going to have a full house as far as media there.
22 The Point
is covering the game
live.
live.
Will be there. I could have guessed High Top will be there too. We're going to be there. Lots of written media. I almost said newspapers, but most of it's digital media now. I think we call them.
No more print media.
So there's well, that's not true. The Post-Gazette prints what, twice a week?
Not anymore.
Oh, that's true. There's a strike. I forgot about that part. Well, you know what? This is what they wanted all along. You can get the Valley every day. I know that.
And we will.
The Trib/Valley News Dispatch. We still call it the Valley because we're old. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Pistol formation. Connor Heinley, the quarterback. Flem behind him. Heinley fires. Going to run a wide receiver screen to Gonzalez. What a tackle by Burford at the 34-yard line. Will the Rams call time? What a play by Burford to get Gonzalez off his feet.
That is a form tackle there, Mike.
Nope. Bones is going to let the clock run down and wind out the first half here at Dick Dilts Field at Kiski. That's the end of the first half with the score. Highlands 28, Kiski 7. We'll be back with stats and more right